Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel Techie Tech Place, and today I brought very good topic to discuss about. And today we are going to discuss about a Streamlit package. We are going to use this package, this Python. This is a Python package, and we can use this to develop on Python web applications. That is a really very fastest way to develop the web applications. Suppose you want to share the data using the web applications, and to fetch the data, to get the data using the Python libraries, that's the easiest way to develop these web applications. That's why there is a limitations over here with this framework. Still a lot of R&D is going on, and a lot of improvement is keep day by day going on. But still, the basics of this I can explain to you, through which you can develop the web application. Let's start the video now. Yeah, okay. The first thing is that we need to understand what is this Streamlit. And Streamlit is nothing but it's a very vast library used in Python. On top of the Python, this library is built, and a lot of community. It's very good for the developers. Why? Because we have a very vast community throughout the whole world, and we can use this library to develop the web applications. The first of all, to start with this development, first you need to install the Python. Since it is a Python dependent, then compiler, the Python should be there, interpreter should be there in your local system, whether you're using a Windows or MacBook or Linux, whatever you're using. The Python should be there, latest version of Python should be there. And then after, we need to install this Streamlit package as well. The Streamlit package, using the package manager, you can install it. I'll show you how to install this package manager. You can use the pip command. I've already used, you can see I've already used, and it is already showing the requirement already satisfied. That means it's already installed into my local system. Okay, Streamlit is already installed. Now it's very simple. First, let's open the code, Visual Studio Code, where we can do the coding part. This is the requirement for this project. Python need to be there and Streamlit should be there. And I've created a basic projects. Actually, it's you can create your own project. Basically, you can just create one folder over here, the directory over here, and then after you can define one your application.py. and then after here I've created, since I have customized the page, that's why I've used the HTML, CSS, all those things. But you can create one home directory to your Visual Studio directory workspace, and then after you can create one Python program. I've created here home.py. Simply you can define from your side as well, whatever you want. Later we can discuss in depth on this home.py, but for now just we are going to start the server to see the impact of this particular web applications, how we can create it. Okay, now thing is that I can simply, this is the python.py. Once I will start the Streamlit application, this will call the home.py, and it will start the Streamlit server internally, and it will host the web application locally. How it is, like how it would be here, you can see here. You need to go to the particular directory where you have created the main program, like home.py. I created the main program of this web application. Just go to the particular directory, like OCM kits I have already created, and here you can see the Streamlit. This is the command of Streamlit. Run is the command main execution for this. It executes this home.py program. Once you execute it, start the server. Here the locally application is hosted. This is the web application, it's hosted here. You can see. Now you can see it looks like a web application completely. Like we have the left navigation, we can create a footer event, we can create a header, footer, body, content, all these things we can create using this Streamlit. And bit beautification, beautification using the CSS and HTML codes. Like you can see, this Streamlit provides a lot of improvement is happening, like how to design the sidebar, how to design the contents, how to define all these collapse menus, all these things you can design. A simple program I've created, you can see here I've created this collapse, how it is working here. Like suppose
Ball. A for apple. B for ball. C for cat. D for dog. E for elephant. F for fish. G for goat. H for horse. I for ice cream. J for jam. K for kite. L for lion.
likewise I have created this one, and this is possible very easily. It's possible using the Python library. That's why I've created it like that. Okay, in-depth coding we can understand later at later point. First you need to understand the installation of this Streamlit. If suppose if you want to refer this Streamlit development, you can go through the official website streamlit.io, and there you have a reference and all, everything you have it here. You can see how it is developed, how it is used. The basic program is written here, how to develop. Even you can go to the components, what are the different components, and a very vast library for the machine learning AI purpose. You can use this Streamlit to develop web applications. You can even use this Streamlit for the visualizing purpose. Like suppose you want to create the reports, you wanted to produce the data, everything is possible because Python libraries are vast, and you can achieve any kind of implementation using Python, and which can be integrated directly with this Streamlit applications as well. That's why it's very easy, understandable. You can do each and everything using this Streamlit Python. You can see the custom, even you can build your own custom libraries in Streamlit applications. Going further, we are going to discuss all about these things, how to develop these custom components, how can you define your own custom components, and how can you use this visualization, that different libraries like here we have used here, like one of the example it's showing here D3 data driven document. Here we can use even this D3 approach to represent the data in the picture form, even in a graphical form. All those things we can do it. That's very just to go through this one, and subscribe my channel to get more videos on this one. I'll be preparing more videos on this one in depth technically. Later on in the next video we are going to discuss about the programming, how to do the development using this Streamlit. Thank you so much.